current self has achieved far more than your past self, but we still identify and cling on to those old beliefs that we had. Listen to me. You might have heard this before and chosen to ignore it. But the truth is, we are the product of our beliefs. Everything comes from our belief system. The way that we perceive the world, the way that we think that we are, what we think we can and cannot do, and what we consider to be possible or impossible. Everything comes from our belief system. In each of our minds, we experience our own version of reality. A reality that is filtered by our own beliefs. It is now our responsibility to filter the beliefs that we have and regain control over our lives. Whether this year has been a good or bad year for you, I have both good and bad news. The good news is that tomorrow's a clean slate. Now, the bad news is that if you don't change one thing about yourself today, then tomorrow's just going to be the exact same thing repeated over and over and over again. Health, family, friendships, relationship. Here's a big one: marriage, finance, business, faith. In any one of these areas, I can assure you that you have at least one or more limiting beliefs that you are struggling with, and unless you break free from the shackles of these beliefs, you will live with them forever and they will dictate your life. Sometimes what we believe to be true isn't actually the truth. We can tell ourselves certain things over and over until we believe them, even if they don't align with the real truth. So it's important for us to realize the difference between our truth, so our perception of reality, and then the truth. You see, growing up, my father was a very, very hardworking man, and he made an abundant amount of money. However, he had the belief that money was hard to make and easy to spend, and so he had a limited mindset when it came to money. He would always say things like, "We can't afford that. That's expensive. Let's not spend money on that." And that was his truth, but it was not reality. He would earn 3 times the amount everyone else was earning at the time. This way of looking at money paved the way for how I thought money was, until I had to change the way that I looked at money. So now that we are aware of this problem, you have 2 choices. The first choice is to just ignore it. Say that you don't really believe in it, and trust me, your reality will do everything it can to reflect that back to you. Or you could take the second choice, to take back your God-given ability and start creating your life. This video is for those that chose the second option. Yes, it will be harder, but it will also be far more rewarding. First of all, we need to start by identifying where our limiting beliefs come from. In order to spot them, just notice yourself, become mindful of whenever you say things like, "I cannot do X," or whenever you spot yourself just bringing negativity and resentment around a certain topic that you're talking about. So for example, "I can't X because of Y," "I can't become a millionaire because all rich people suck," "I can't get fit because it takes too much time," "I don't believe in," "I'm not good enough," "I don't need anyone's help," "What if I fail?" In health, for example, your family doesn't exercise. They believe that it's a waste of time and that you shouldn't do it and that it's not good for you. And so this is now a limiting belief that was passed on to you, and you take it on without even questioning it, and it becomes part of your identity. To fix this issue, here is an easy exercise that you can do. So for 1 week, I want you to take notes with your phone and simply catch yourself every time that you tell yourself that you can't do something because of blah, 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 or "I am not qualified to do blah, 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 blah." I want you to really take notes and catch yourself saying these limiting belief statements about yourself, and then just make a note of it. Becoming mindful is a very necessary first step, but to drill down to the root cause, you need to do this next step. When you are writing down that negative belief, try to dig deep to find out where it comes from. You want to try to figure out what experiences in your life have created and then reaffirmed this belief within you. Your mission is to find your own personal blend of narratives that you have built around these beliefs, as they are specific to each of you. So that's how you spot them. Now that we have identified the limiting beliefs that you have, I'm going to tell you a trick on how to fix it and stop it from taking over your life. By diving deeper into this belief, you will discover the root cause. And when you discover the root cause, you can change it by simply saying the opposite. So if you say to yourself that I can't gain muscle fast because my body doesn't work like that, you can simply say the opposite. My body works for me and I can gain muscle quickly and retain the muscle. When you become more aware of your self-limiting beliefs, you immediately realize just how outdated they are, because these self-limiting beliefs are things of your past self, but not of your current self. Your current self has achieved far more than your past self, but we still identify and cling on to those old beliefs that we had. But this is important because it's a defining moment for us to rewire our brain and choose the belief that aligns with our current goals and self. Now that you have a list of new beliefs, I want you to reread them to yourself every single day. Whenever you need to feel empowered, you reread those statements over and over again until they feel natural to you. And continue to be mindful of your thoughts, because those old beliefs will come up again. And when they do, just remind yourself that these are your old beliefs and you're not that person anymore. But don't fight them. Just continue to choose your new beliefs, and one day you will live like those beliefs were never there. At first it might seem fake, but then you begin to associate yourself with this new belief system, and then you become it. So now you know how to not be held back by your own beliefs, and to become the person that you want to become. There is nothing that your mind cannot help you achieve, but you have to learn how to control it and not let it control you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.